Good morning, everyone. Today is filming day. I've decided to bring my show back. I feel like Bravo's doing a terrible job at a housewife show, and there aren't any real housewife shows in New York, and I really enjoyed my show, and I think you really did. Hi, roommate. We're talking about bringing our show back and how Brandon's coming to film today. Are you going to be on camera?
Don't think I'll make it. Oh yeah, I might make it.
Are you going to be on camera?
Maybe.
Are you going to give us a little explanation of what your life's been like? You get an update on the roommates. Uncle Maurice is popping by. I'm not sure who else. But, let's see how the day goes. Oh, you think Alejandro is going to be in the show?
I hope so.
We've lost a few. We've gained a few. No, I don't think we've gained a few. But enjoy the show.
What took you so long to film again?
What do you mean?
I thought you traded me in for Alejandro or something.
No, I didn't trade you enough for Alejandro. I moved and I bought all these houses and I wasn't sure if I was going to continue with my show because, oh my God. Okay, let's start and then we can get into it. You ready? Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy, and I think I'm back. I know I owe you guys an explanation because I kind of disappeared on you. I left you in Greece in June, and now it is March 2025. So that would be July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. And here we are. Sorry. So when I left you, I had just gotten back from Greece, and I just kind of felt that YouTube wasn't going anywhere. I was like, my YouTube show is not taking off. It's been 2 years. I'm not growing as quickly as I want to. So I'm gonna take a break. But in taking a break, a lot of people have come to me and been like, hey, what happened to your YouTube show? And I realized that more people were watching it than I thought. I mean, you guys are not subscribing, but you're clearly watching. So I called up Brandon. I had to beg for him to return because he thought I traded him in for Alejandro. And then I had to call his wife and she gave him the okay. But he was available and he's back and I'm back and we're back and we are gonna do a season and see how it goes. And if you guys can't follow me, well then you're gonna have to get another season and keep watching until you get the drift. Another reason that I stopped was because I was kind of torn. I was like, I'm doing this reality show and do I wanna be picked up by a network? Do I wanna remain YouTube based? Do I want to make this show to sell to a network? What is my main goal here? And I think that I was really focused on this network thing. I really wanted to do a network, be with a network, make it a network show. But when I took time off and I started watching more and more reality shows, I decided that I don't want to be a network reality show. I want to be a social media reality show. I want to run my own show. I do not want to have somebody dictate, rage bait, and tell me how to portray my family when I just want to give you the realities of my family. Everybody is saying that content creators are getting super boring right now because they're generic. Yeah, because everybody is dictating what content creation should look like and they're all following each other. And I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to have a reality show that some network tears apart and makes into I'll be right back, maybe it's Alejandro. Sorry, it wasn't Alejandro, it was in fact Juan with my food, but I'll eat that later because Lord knows I could afford to skip a meal. So yeah, I decided that I don't want to make this a network show. Hi Chico. You guys remember Chico, right? Come over here, Bubba. He's still here with us. Close your ears. He got a little potato-esque, but we're working on it. We had a rough winter. It was very depressing, and we all ate a little more than we should. Obviously, you can tell from my thighs, which Brandon has cut out because I don't want you to see them. So anyways, back to where was I? So after all of that, I also struggled with do I want to really go further and pursue becoming a Bravo housewife or a housewife on TV of some sort? And the more I thought about it, the more I decided that I don't want to invite the unwanted, unnecessary heat onto my family. My family is very important to me and my roommate's privacy, and they like to come and be on my show and they like to montage, and that's great. Sugar Daddy shows up here and again to montage, but he has zero, nor does he want to be on camera. This is my thing. He has his light to shine in, I have my light to shine in. Hopefully his light can be in an apartment across town soon enough, but that's neither here nor there. No, but I do not want to invite this chaos. There is not one Bravo housewife that you see end in a white picket fence situation. It always ends in disaster. I want my family's reality because it is a beautiful reality, to be portrayed in truth, not in rage bait. And I think that reality TVs are complete rage bait. And people like that, and maybe that's why I haven't gone viral on YouTube, but I'm okay. I'm gonna stay with my loyal followers because it's better to have 100 loyal people than 1,000 that just wanna see you fail. Thank you for being my 100. Anyhow, that's where I went, right? 100 people that like are behind you. Did I say it correct?
Yep.
Then like 1,000 people.
1,000 people that are.
Well, I do have 125,000, thank you. Probably like close to 200,000 across all platforms, so I'm not doing poorly. But like, you know, when you become a Bravo housewife, you immediately hit 1 million. And I really like was kind of like deflated that I wasn't that. Like, why am I just a YouTube housewife and not a Bravo housewife? Well, you know what? After watching the show and seeing what was done to these women's lives, I will stay a social media housewife, okay? I will stay a social media housewife and a powerhouse because let me tell you, I have so much going on that I need to catch you up on. But that was my apology and I wanted to explain because, you know, we are in this together and you guys have followed my journey from the beginning. And so I feel that you deserve an explanation on why I cut it short and disappeared for a little while. But I'm back, my show is back, a little bit of a different vibe, but still the same chaos. We've lost a few, we haven't gained a few because I'm not opening the circle back up. I don't want anybody new in. Remember, every time I bring someone new in, it ends in disaster. Maybe, you know, Alejandro we're still waiting for Alejandro, nothing has happened with that. Sean is still with us, Shalejandro, I like to call him because if all else fails, they'll always be him. I think he's a little obsessed with me and has a crush on me. It's getting a little out of hand, but you guys are gonna have to decide for yourself. Shows up in my bedroom randomly. It's just getting, yeah. Anyhow, let's get on with the show. I wanna bring you guys back to 2025. I missed you over the summer. If you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, head over there and you can see what happened with the rest of the summer. We're gonna start in 2025. Fresh new year, January. Let's go. We started the new year off right. I had a wonderful New Year's party, as I always do, have a fabulous at-home New Year's party. I feel like every time you go out for New Year's Eve, it's quite disappointing, and so I throw a New Year's party, and it's also a good way for my roommates to be at home with me and Phoebe, and that way we can all celebrate together, because I can't really bring them to a bar, and they don't really want to stay up past 1:30, and they get a little cranky. So we had a wonderful New Year's party, and actually, it came out beautiful, and it set the tone for the new year. However, even though I thought it was going great, it got really dark after New Year's. So after that, I don't know if you guys know, but I now work with Casa TikTok, and they had an amazing party in Miami, so I went to Miami for the Casa TikTok party. And January was great. I thought I was starting the new year on an amazing note. I was like ready for 2025. I wasn't gonna do my YouTube show. I was gonna focus on my social media. I'm in this Casa TikTok space. And then February rolled in. February was Valentine's Day. We had a cute little party here at home. Once again, I like to do things in my townhouse here in Manhattan because I want my roommates to be included in most of the things I do. I don't need to go on a romantic date on Valentine's Day. My roommates are my Valentine, so I spend it with them. So we had a beautiful party with Phoebe and the roommates, Uncle Maurice, and I think Shalejandro was there. No, Shalejandro didn't spend Valentine's Day with me, but you know who did spend Valentine's Day with me? There's a secret I haven't told you guys about. I have a business partner because I have a business now. So you remember when I first started this and I would talk about how all these housewives weren't actually housewives because they had jobs? Well, now I am one of them, a housewife with a job. I don't know if anybody's ever been lied to by a man. I've been lied to by literally every man that I've ever met. And so I and my partner have developed an app that is a lie detector where you can essentially copy and paste your chats into and it will detect the lies within the chat. You can go check out my Instagram. We haven't launched it yet, but it is in the making. It is called My Man is a Liar. And I also bought a house, a fourth house. Now I know when you guys left, I had 3 houses, but I need to catch you up on something. Oh my God, I really miss so much, Brandon. There's so much. I sold the house in the Catskills. Remember that house? And I got a house in the Poconos. So I traded like one white trash area for another, which is cute. But this one, at least it's like white trash on a lake. White trash on a body of water is kind of like Caucasian rich, Brandon. I don't know how that works. Whatever, there's water, okay? And not like the sewer. So, what do you mean he's doing this?
Pennsylvania water.
Oh, fine, whatever. Anyways, we're calling it a lake house. It's actually a pond, but shh, don't tell anybody. Hey, welcome to my third house. Let me give you guys a little tour. I have my cameraman, Uncle Maurice. Say hi, Uncle Maurice.
Hi.
This is our living room and dining room and kitchen. Pretty self-explanatory. We have a really big patio. We bought the house because it sits on this beautiful lake. Uncle Maurice, you can use the joystick if you need help.
Oh,
Teach my cameraman how to cameraman.
that's too fancy.
What?
That's too fancy.
Oh, my lock.
We could teach you how to use a lock.
What? Oh, I don't know how to lock doors. Oh, there you go. Come on upstairs. So the house needs a bunch of stuff still, but this is like phase one of your tour. We have a bathroom, and then my bedroom. So we're gonna have to give it a little love, a little more love. My cameraman is a clown right now. I have a balcony or a terrace or a deck overlooking the lake. Wow, Maurice, you're not a terrible cameraman after all. And then we have another bathroom. So I finished like phase one of getting this house in order because it was a brand new house. And phase one was just like getting the basics so like we can come and stay here. But now I have to get like the love because it's just like basically done, but it's not like enough to like be done. Wanna go downstairs? Let's go downstairs. Uncle Maurice, are you enjoying your job as cameraman?
Yes, I think I'm an expert.
Down here is the kids' playroom because I don't want their toys all over my house. It's actually just it. So I plan to put like hammocks under here so they can like swing and hang out, and some lights and stuff. But that's for when it gets warmer because right now we're freezing. It's freezing up here, right?
It's freezing.
It's freezing. So this is the kids' play. It's literally their room. Needs a little like TLC. My cameraman's about to like crash and burn. Okay, now we're gonna go up to the third floor. Third house, third floor. Wow, I should hire him more often. I wonder how this is gonna come out. Probably really shitty. Is it gonna come out good?
It's gonna come out great.
Okay. Alright. Do you actually see me in that camera frame?
Yeah,
Wow. Do I look skinny?
of course.
So here I have a second master bedroom. This house came with 2 master bedrooms. It's also a guest room. And then it had this giant closet and I wasn't sure what to do. So I made it like a kid's little movie room. But we're gonna need a lot more color around here. But for right now, I just, clean lines, give me a foundation to work with. Another bathroom. And now I'll start to like add the color as we go. But I just wanted it like super clean to start off. That makes sense. We have a hall, not that interesting. I made like a little seating area, nothing too exciting. Another guest bedroom. When we come up here, we like to have a lot of people over, so it's great to have space for everybody. Bathroom, and the boys' room. My roommate's room, And essentially that's the tour. Thanks for coming to my third house, and I will bring you back as soon as I finish the details. Bye. So in October, I bought a house in Pennsylvania after I sold the Catskills house. Keep up. Then in February, I bought another house in Belize. You guys know about when I used to live in Belize, right? I lived there 15 years ago. I lived there for about 2 years. I had a really good friend who bartended with me in Miami in one of the chapters in my life, and he got married and had a baby and started to adult, and they opened a hotel bar in Belize, and I went to work for them because I was in this like quarter life crisis and unsure of what I was gonna do with my life. I went to visit and never left. Fast forward. I stayed there for 2 years and it was quite interesting. I had a really great time, and then I got kicked off of the island. I might have dated someone that might have had a wife, and I might have continued to date him, but I was young and we all make bad decisions when we're young. And in fairness, I didn't know that he had a wife. I thought they were separated, and I only found out he had a wife because like she came coming after me. Turns out that her family owned half the island, so every time I would go into like a market, mind you, this is an island of like 1,000 people. Every time I would go to like the market or something, they wouldn't like sell me groceries. It became really, really weird. So I left Belize. So you know I love Belize, and I bought a house there. Okay, granted, it's a small house, and I know you guys think of a house in the Caribbean and a rich housewife and it being like a large mansion, but I don't do large mansion. I'd rather like 16 houses that are manageable than 3 large mansions. That's just who I am. Except apparently, I mean, I guess this would be considered a mansion, right? In Manhattan, a townhouse with a yard. And I'm guessing my Pennsylvania might be considered a mansion, right? Like 4,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms. On a pond, on a lake. So now I bought this house in Belize. I went there in February to do some stuff and close on it. So that's February. February's great. I took the roommates to Miami and we closed it out. And then came March. So everyone, it is March. I'm having a bit of like, I don't know, call it March sadness. I'm kind of like not doing well with the weather. I just need some sun. Yesterday, I stayed in bed all day. These are just realities of living, I guess, in the Northeast. Slight seasonal depression. It's not really depression, but it's just like this time of year. But I promised myself I would get up, put my workout clothes on, you know, get the roommates off and go right to the gym without stopping. And I am going to do my hair today. That should make me feel better. March is a hard month for me. It's my mom's birthday. But let's hope today can be a better day. I'm gonna have to have lunch and come right back to give you March because March was really bad and it got really ugly and it got really dark. Okay, we're entering into March, and I have worn this dress specifically because March matched the color of my dress. I will not be using the word, but you know what color this is. It comes out of your body, and that's what March was like for me. It started off fine. I bought a beautiful car. Let me just show you that journey really, really quick. So my lease is up in January and it is time to look for a new car. I've had the Jeep for like 6 or 8 years. I had 2 Rubicons in a row. The last one I had was a hybrid and it was like the first generation of it and it sucked. So I'm kind of like on the Jeep, although I might need a Miami car, so I might just like get another one, but not this kind. Anyway, I don't know. So I'm gonna start my car search. First stop is Land Rover dealership because I want to look at, I don't even know the name of the car, but let's go and check it out. So I think that these are just too big for me. I'm like kind of overwhelmed by the size of it. I didn't realize it was so big. It was really what I wanted. But like I looked at it and I'm like so overwhelmed. So I'm gonna walk over to BMW because that's my second choice. Let's go check it out. gonna look at one more. This is the X1. I'm gonna look at the X2. Stand by. I'm not really a mini kind of girl, but I think that this is so cute. The Countryman truck. I don't think it's what I'm gonna go with, but it's so cute. I didn't realize the car I wanted. I thought that the way the models went was like X1 is the smallest, 2, 3, 4, but apparently 4 is like smaller and it's a hybrid. This is the car that I came in for. The X4. Let me show you. I asked him if I could see it and he told me it was sold. Like, motherfucker, obviously I'm not looking to buy this one, but I'm pretty sure that this is the color, make, and model that I'm looking for. I love this color. Can you see me in this color? So I am back at BMW because my lease is almost up, and I decided on the car, but then I had a breakdown and decided I didn't want that car, but now I think I want the car, so let's go buy the car, I think. So I came in and I am between the 2 and the 3. No, between the 2 and the 4. The 2 and the 3. The X2 or X3. They don't have it. They'll have it in 2 weeks. So I'm gonna come and look at it again. I know I want the Brooklyn Gray and I know I want the light up grille. So I'll come back in 2 weeks, and if they have it, I will buy it. We will see. Stay tuned. So I'm back at the dealership because I have to pick up my car. The cars that I wanted weren't in to like sit in them, but now they're in, so I'm gonna sit in them and decide. So I have to go look for my rep, I guess, because we bought a few cars here before. We went back to him and we love him, and then I'm gonna have him let me sit in the cars that I want.
Me personally?
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably stick with the X3 versus the X1.
Why?
It's slightly darker, so it's space.
No, I like the X3. This is too small. I don't want this.
Okay, let's go upstairs.
Go ahead, guys. You guys can get in. So after I got my car, it was just so dark. Like by March, this was one of the coldest, worst winters I've ever experienced. Now, I am from New York. I have always been here in the winter. I can afford to leave, thankfully, and now I have all these homes because I couldn't imagine being here if you couldn't afford to leave. Then you might as well just move to Florida, and literally if you have to move to Florida, you might as well just call it a day. But I can afford to leave, so I left as often as I can. But it got so dark, it got so cold that I, at one point, probably didn't leave my house, room, bed, and or pajamas for 2 weeks. Like, I decided to I wrapped it up. And one day I decided I was gonna go do my hair. This is how this went. Like, everything that I did in March was a production. Something as small as doing my hair ended up becoming a production. Here you go. So as March went on, everything was a production. I had dinner at the Centurion Club, and I want to tell you, I'm really trying to give you more of my New York experiences here. And this is a real catch-up episode, but like, as we go forward, I'm going to give you like my full life, which I usually give you experience by experience, but I'm going to try and do a little bit more of the day-to-day. And Chico doesn't want me. Can't keep a Latin man to save my life. I went to the Centurion Club. I expected it to be like the highlight of my month. You know, it's a pretty fancy dinner. It's like a 6-course chef tasting, and The Centurion Club is fabulous, but the food is horrific. I'm sorry. And I'm by far not a connoisseur. I learned my table manners on YouTube. However, it was not, like the food was not giving. It was giving like I'm a new chef and I'm trying to make it fancy, but it doesn't taste good. Here's my experience. Have dinner with me at the Centurion Club in New York City. Now one would think that it was fabulous. And the drinks were, however, I must report that the food was not giving. The best thing about the food was the snacks serving it. I am just saying, take a look. Personally, I feel when they overload something with truffles, it's to cover up the lack thereof taste. And the desserts were not worth the calories, but the view is definitely worth going up for a cocktail. Stay toxic, my friend. Anyways, guys, I'm ready to launch my company. I can't wait for you guys to see more. I'm ready to make some soup out of this job, but I am ready to bring you back into my life. So thanks for joining. Make sure you're following, make sure you're subscribing, especially if you want to see more of Chico, again, ever. Do all dogs behave like this? And let's do it. Let's like get back together. We're like the United States where you keep breaking up with your boyfriend, but your toxic boyfriend, but you keep getting back with him no matter what, even though you know that he put you in the hospital a few times, you still take him back because you believe that he's gonna do better. He's not gonna do better, just so you know, but you know what, but I'm going to let you into more of my New York life. I need you guys to make sure you're commenting also, because I don't know what you want to see unless you tell me. What do you want to see? I need the comments to be flooded. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following me on Instagram, following me on TikTok, not following me home. And let's get back on our journey together. I need to know what you guys want to see more of. You need to tell me in the comments what you want to see, because if you don't tell me, then I don't know. It's kind of like when you go to OnlyFans and you tell the girls what to do for $10. Like, I have to go now because I'm about to literally cross over with this chihuahua. I will see you next month. Make sure you're subscribed so you can see if Chico made it to April. Stay toxic, my friends. Chico!